Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Firstly, I'd just like to apologize for my absence. I was planning on recording videos and uploading them a lot more often than this, but just with the way the summer holidays were, got busy, did a bit of traveling, had family traveling over to me, so yeah, I was quite busy with family matters, I guess. So today I'd like to base this video on a topic that I used to find quite difficult to talk about, but not so much now because a long time has passed since then, and I guess I'm over it now, and things are going the right way for me and have been going the right way for me now for the past few years, and I guess it's completely flipped, and that's the amount of money I lost trading Forex. Now I never quite tracked completely how much I lost to the exact pound, but yes, it was around about close to, I would say, £50,000, maybe just under, possibly even just over as well. Now I never lost it all at once. It was over the period of about 4 to 5 years, so I was unprofitable in Forex for a while. Now it was pretty much the trading that I lost the money on. It wasn't a case of quite surprised when I look back at it now that I didn't spend thousands of pounds on these Forex courses that you see available, which I guess gives me a bit of consolation, because these days that's the biggest fad and scam going around these days, these courses that teach you nothing new, nothing that you can get for free online. So what was my mistake? My mistake was that I would constantly jump from one strategy to another, finding a new strategy, playing through with it, having a little bit of success, not really forward testing it long enough, and then going on to the real account and then basically blowing it all because I hadn't really practiced it enough, and then just gave up in the strategy pretty much immediately as soon as I lost any money. So it did take a while. It took about 4 to 5 years for me to stop losing money. Alright, so it wasn't a case that I all of a sudden became profitable and started smashing the system. Nothing like that there. So Forex was rinsing me for a long while until I realized what I was doing wrong and what strategy to use, and I'll come on to the strategy in just a moment. What I would say as advice to you guys is, if you find a strategy that you think works for you, you need to forward test that strategy in demo mode, or on a micro account, or in a way that you're not going to lose any money, or it's just a little bit of amount of money that you can afford to lose. You need to forward test that strategy for at least 6 months and make sure that your winning percentage is over 75%. If you're hitting 80%, excellent, that's probably a good strategy that you've got there. So when I was losing my money, it was, how much would I lose maximum at one time? I remember losing around over £1,000 in a day, and when you're working and you've not got the best job in the world, that's a lot of money. £1,000 is something that could take what probably would have took me a couple of months to save up. So if you imagine working day and night, well, I'm exaggerating there, I used to work in the day 9 till 5, and then you do that for 2 months, and then all that money you invest it in somewhere, and in an instant it's gone. That's not a nice feeling. It depressed me to a very deep level, did Forex. Yeah, sorry guys, just having a little moment there. So it was over the course of 4 to 5 years, probably about 4 years, that I lost all this money, and I was constantly questioning myself, am I just becoming a gambler here? That question does come up in your mind when you're losing money, and then you're putting more money in to try and make more money and to try and offset the loss that you've made, and it becomes very, very dangerous. And this is why I always tell everyone, Forex is a dangerous thing to trade with. Be careful, be measured, don't do anything stupid. Sometimes just ask yourself, if a friend was watching you doing this, if you lost money and then you wanted to put more money in, what would a good friend of yours say? And when I started thinking with that mindset, I really began to doubt everything about what I was doing with Forex. But luckily, I did manage to, I don't know, see the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess you could say. And it did take 4 to 5 years for me to realize it was the type of trading that mattered the most. And guys, if you want to do manual trading, there's only one way to do it, and take it from me, someone who's been in this market for a very, very long time, and that's trend trading. Anything else, just forget about it. Trend trading is really the only way you're going to make some good money on Forex, if you want to do it manually, or if you want to automate a manual method. I was still doing trend trading until 2 or 3 years ago. I still advocate for trend trading. That is the way to go if you want to do it properly and manually. For me, the problem became the screen time. You have a strategy in place. It depends how you trade. I mean, if you want to trade on the 4-hour, the daily chart, then yes, you don't need much screen time. But when you become really good at something, you become very, very lazy. You look for every shortcut, and that's what happened to me, I guess, 2 or 3 years ago. I've not done manual trading in a while now. Probably had a go 6-7 months ago, and I'm quite good at it, to be honest with you, but I cannot be bothered sitting down. I have like a list of criteria to execute a trade, and it takes a while to find something. And if you are using the 4-hour, the daily chart, I just couldn't be bothered anymore to sit down. And I mean, it sounds really bad. You should have good discipline in Forex. Forex discipline is really important. But on the side, I'd always been working with grid trading, which is automated. It takes out the time for me to have to sit down and watch the screen. I mean, you've always got to monitor your trades, but it just meant that there was no emotion involved in the trading, and it just meant that I didn't have to sit down and scan all these different currencies to try and find a trade that met my criteria. So that's the only reason why I've left manual trading for a good part of probably over 2 years now. And since then, I've found a way to do good grid trading, found a way to implement a hedge into it as well. Although these days I'm not using the hedge function. The hedge function is there for people who just need a peace of mind more than anything. But if you're looking on the screen, the way the EA is trading, I've just got it on the strategy tester. The drawdown is really, really low, really good, and something that you can live with. And it's just something that I just switch on at the beginning of the week. If there's any currencies that I'm not keen on trading for the week, I just leave those out. It's as simple as that. It's a set and forget system. It makes me good money. Yeah, coming back to the money that I lost, I was constantly changing strategy one to another, having a good week, then having a bad week, giving up on it, and then hopping on to another strategy. Spending a lot of time on Forex Factory, looking at what strategies are on there, what people are using, what people are saying, and it was just constantly just hopping, strategy hopping as I call it. And it's something that I certainly don't recommend. And for you guys, if you're going to do any manual trading, you need to do trend trading. That's the only way to do it. In terms of the money that I lost, the most I probably lost in 1 year would have been around about £16,000 in a year, which which is probably more than I earn in a year after tax. As bad as that sounds awful now that I'm thinking about it. But thank God I'm past those times, way past those times. Times are good now. Hopefully they'll stay good. Been doing this grid trading for a long while. I first got into grid trading about 4 years ago, trying other people's EAs, seeing how they work, trying to work out what's the best way to do grid trading, and then just been working on my own EA for just over 2 years to try and automate everything the way I want it to go. And thankfully it's been going really well. Really happy with the results. The EA itself is nothing fancy. It's probably a little bit confusing when you first load it up, but that's why I always send you the set files, the ones that I use, the ones that I feel are the most safe, and get you that profit that you need. And I say need as opposed to want, because if you're trying to earn more than 2%, then this market will probably try and eat you up. Don't aim for more than 2% a week. That's my advice. And that's about it really, guys. So the point of the video today is that yes, you can be profitable on Forex. Yes, if you've lost a lot of money, you can still make money on Forex if you do it right. You've got to be patient. You've got to be sensible. That's why I always say to everyone, be sensible. Look at the lot sizes that I'm using on the screen on this strategy tester. The actual balance in this account is where are we? Well, we've just gone over £25,000 on this account now. I do constantly take my profits out, but look at the lot size of 0.01. This market can trend as much as it wants. It's not really gonna cause a drawdown issue on an account this size, and even on a small account this would not be causing any problems. I do recommend a minimum account size of £5,000 when you're doing grid trading like this. You don't have to. Even £2,000 is enough technically. However, your profits that you're going to make in the week are going to be very, very small. So you can still use an account size of around about 2,000, no less than 2,000, because you need some breathing space when you get a bit of drawdown. So that's imperative, and you wouldn't be able to use more than 2 pairs if you follow my recommendations. So yeah, guys, that's my story. I've lost a lot of money in this dangerous Forex market, but if you play it clever, if you know what you're doing, if you be sensible, you can make good money from it. It's a kind of snatch and grab situation. You've got to get your money and get out, sit on your hands for the rest of the week, and do the same thing again the following week. So to all those out there who might be looking for a bit of motivation, a bit of encouragement after losing a bit of money, hang in there, do it properly, do it sensibly. Don't risk money that you can't afford to lose, and aim for small profits. If you're going to aim for big profits, that's where it goes wrong. Alright, and as for other strategies out there, people who are selling programs, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Alright, thank you guys, bye.